Hey, Gavox here. Today I want to go through the most overrated cards in Madden 19 Ultimate Team. Now, this isn't going to be a video about just cards that everybody knows sucks, like that James Conner card and his low break tackle, and he's not a very good running back. It's not a video about that, where like people kind of know that it's a bad card, or like gold cards. I'm just going to rag on bronze, silver, gold cards like that. So cards that I think people think are good, but aren't for one reason or another. So, I mean, a lot of these cards are going to perform better than, the golds and the silvers, of course. But I think they're overrated, either, overpriced, or the people just like them more than they should. So let's get right into it without any further ado. I'll go through this list. We might do like underrated in the future, more of this, overrated if you guys like it a lot. Let me know in the comments, of course, if this is stuff that you like. All right, first one up, this Lynch card. 715K right now. Of course, it's the 500K quick sell that's making them inflated in price. But 95 trucking, you're like, oh, this is a great back, right? Great trucking, decent speed at 88. Good card. Problem is the break tackle and the 215 pounds. Bigger backs play better. The heavier you are, momentum definitely carries forward in backs. The fall down. Lynch didn't play well last year. Didn't play well this year for me. Like really trucking dudes didn't matter. Lynch did not play well. I don't think he's going to be a top end running back. Get somebody bigger like the Eddie Georges that can really plow forward and push him forward. So Lynch. Totally overpriced and not as good as people think. Next up on the list, Eric Berry. So I'm going to refer you to my Eric Berry review for showing why. Because even when I came him up to 99 zone, you're like, oh, this guy will play great in zone because he's got a really high zone coverage. It doesn't work that way. It isn't like a strict, like it's breaking like 91 zone coverage was last year. So the zone coverage isn't phenomenal. I mean, he's solid 6 foot, but he's not like Derwin James. I'd rather have Derwin James back there at 6'3". So he's a solid card, but I think people overrate the high zone of him and overrate his effectiveness on the field. And and what I've heard from the other people that have used him, they made similar impact on their team as he made on my team. So in my opinion, Eric Berry is overrated. Next up on the list, Larry Fitzgerald. This is a close one. He's going for 645K right now. This one's a pretty close one This might be cheap because everybody kind of knows. Slow speed, 83 speed. I know that the 5,000 coin quick sell is obviously making him a little bit more pricey than he should, but even though he's got really good catching stats, that's great for his price. You should get somebody faster. And this is tight end speed, right? There are Kittles out there much faster than this. Like this guy, the only thing that he's good for is run blocking and running corner routes when you got a clear out there because he's slower to get more spacing. But you can get that out of tight ends and a lot cheaper cards. So I think Larry Fitzgerald is a waste of a card. Too expensive, overrated, even though he's got good hands. But I think catching in traffic, spec catch, matter a little bit more this year than straight up catching. Next up on the overrated list, Mike Alstott. Now, why is Mike Alstott overrated? Again, another high-end card because of the quick sell, which kind of sucks. It kind of skews these videos for coin value at least. But I'm just thinking, with community sentiment, Alstott, people love this card when he came out. Problem is he isn't extraordinarily fast. 83 speed. It's pretty good, but like again, tight end speed. There are many tight ends faster than that. Trucking, very good. The problem with this card is that he doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the lead block at 90. This card had a 90 lead block, I'd have a whole different opinion of him, because at 90 you can get the lead the way chem, and that is really nice on whams and some pulls too from your fullback. So not having that basically knocks his card. He doesn't hit that threshold, which totally destroys the card in my opinion as like a lead blocking fullback. If you want him out there as like a pass catching fullback, Franco Harris is a much better choice for a significantly less amount of coins. So even though people love Alstott, I think he's overrated. And this is the last one I'm going to say is the most overrated card in the game. Mean Joe Green. Go back and watch my review of Mean Joe Green. Watch him get pushed around by just single teams. Watch him get hooked on inside zones and not become a devastating presence like a lot of interior defensive linemen are when they're actually quality defensive linemen in the NFL. Like, go through the stats. They all look wonderful. Block shed, I think, has lost a lot of luster. It still matters. I think block shed still is probably the number one run stuffing stat, but the extent that it matters over other cards has definitely gone down. So while his block shed is super high, I have him at 99 block shed on my team. It does not play like it did last year, and that's because of the patches they put into the game. So whether you have him or not, it doesn't make that big of a difference. He's good, but not glitchy. So I think he's the most overrated card in the game. He doesn't have the quick sale, but he's still going for 744,000 coins, which is a darn shame. I hope they do patch that. So those who I think are the most overrated cards in the game, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What other cards do you think are overrated by the community? Either that they didn't play well on your team, or just their mix of stats, they don't hit the thresholds that you really want them to, and they won't perform well. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.